Hello, good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining. I am Yolanda G. Makumbe, the owner and founder of YGM Consulting and the owner and founder of Can We Be. Can We Be is an organization that focuses on building economic equity in the Black community. And this series on financial trauma is the beginning of that. So I'm so excited for you all to join today. Today, I have with us Jacqia Topping. Jacqia, can you come on and tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Jacqia Topping. I am 26 years old. I work, go to school, and I have a child. Um, that's about it.
Okay, so you are out here just doing a thing. So can you start off by telling me what experiences or what circumstances led to you experiencing financial trauma?
What led to it? You know, at being young, you get a good little comma in your account. You just spend, and don't really care what you get. You just get it. And my trauma for me was I was doing that spending. So
Yes.
it's like it got to the point where I don't have enough for like certain bills and stuff like that. Don't have enough for it. Or towards the end of the year, you know, when I say I'm struggling.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to make ends meet, asking for help and stuff like that. So it's like I wanted to break that little cycle. You know, as you get older, you tend to want to do it differently.
Yes.
So
Yes. And it's great. You're learning, you're still in your 20s. And so it's a really great time to learn that because,
mhm,
as you continue to get older and your child continues to get older, you can start
mhm,
to break that trauma and really start to expand your impact on what you can do for not just yourself, but for your child
mhm.
and maybe the children who may come later, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
So what feelings did you experience while you were going through that financial trauma?
Frustration,
Frustration.
almost depression.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like I was more so depressed. I found myself, you got your nights where you're crying some nights because you don't have this and you don't have that. So it was more so depression.
Depression.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, right? Like how your financial situation can really lead to you experiencing
Mm-hmm.
depression and frustration. Finances are such a huge part of our lives. And when it's
Mm-hmm.
not going well, it's really scary. And you do spend those
And
nights
and
kind
what
of
yeah,
worrying.
that's when reality hits you.
Mm-hmm. So tell me, after realizing that you were experiencing financial trauma, what actions were you able to take to start to regain control of your situation? And if you had any type of like safety net programs, government safety net programs, you can talk about those too.
Um, I'm on food stamps, so
Mm-hmm.
it's like every now and then I might go out and get something to eat, something quick to eat or whatever. And most days I might try to go to the grocery store, get the food, cook, and let it last me at least 2 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Section 8, I'm on that as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big helpful strategy for me
Absolutely.
because the job that I have, I make ends meet now, but it's still Section 8 helps me a whole lot.
Yes.
I'm not gonna down it because it's awesome to start with. Don't let it
Absolutely.
don't let it be your career path to stay on it.
Yeah. And those safety net programs, if you use it correctly, can really help you during a transitional time. And for a lot of people, those safety net programs, they get talked about a lot, but people don't actually realize that yes, they are so helpful. You never know the face that's attached to it. You never know the circumstances that are attached to what those safety net programs are. So when it comes down to food stamps, we have to eat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you really don't want to ever find yourself in a position where you can't feed your family, where you can't feed
Yep.
yourself. Your health like is a major part of how you can live your life, and it's really a foundation of how your quality of life is. So if you can't even get your basic needs of housing and food met, then
Yep.
you're going to have a hard time doing anything else.
Yeah, you're gonna struggle real bad.
Yeah.
Re- So
Yeah.
I suggest use those food stamps. Ain't no shame in no game. Nobody's game with that one. Use
Yes,
it.
yes. And, of course, now they've expanded food stamps a lot to parents who may not have received them before,
Mhm.
with the pandemic EBT, and that's been extremely helpful for, I'm sure,
Yeah.
a lot of families, because when you have those kids at home all day, every day, they're eating more. Most parents
Like,
only really.
oh, they have the PEBT now because of
Mhm.
that.
Yes.
They
And-
won't. So yeah, though the PEBT came in handy for them. It don't
mhm.
matter how much it is. It's just you're getting it. So that was just a helpful tip.
Yes, absolutely. So tell me, now that you're kind of on the other side, and we're going to talk about what that other side looks like in a second, what would you have done differently?
Saved,
Mm-hmm.
saved a whole lot better than I was,
Mm-hmm.
because I when I was trying to save, I still found myself dipping back, and get a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. Next thing you know, little comma was gone, and I'm still just dipping on in it. So
Mm-hmm.
it was like now that I look back, it's like I'm doing a whole lot better than I was.
Yes. Can you tell me what that better looks like?
Oh, I've been smiling every day. I've been smiling every day. It's like I look at my account and I'm just happy that I don't splurge like I used to.
Mm-hmm.
I splurge on little things, no matter what it is. I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's fun to do it when you're young and you don't really have too many responsibilities. But it's like now when you get older, you had to learn how to save or something, because in the future you're gonna want to get a house, get that fancy car that you want and stuff like that. So yeah, I've done a whole lot better now.
Good. So tell me, what feelings do you have now being on the other side? What does 2021 Jacqia feel like versus 2019 Jacqia? What do you know now that you didn't know then?
2019 was just terrible. I'm not gonna say it's terrible, but it just won't there like I want it to be.
Mhm.
2021, sunshines and rainbows right now. Because back then, I'm just like I said, I'm just spending. Now it's like I don't need nothing. I have the car, bills are paid for. Like, I just
Yeah.
don't. I don't splurge.
Yes, and what I'm hearing you say is you feel financially successful.
Yeah, I can't say I'm 100% there,
Mhm.
but I'm on the right path towards it.
Um, so what advice would you give to someone who may be experiencing financial trauma right now?
Um, I would suggest you write down what you want to do, your goals,
Mhm.
and everybody loves TikTok. So the stuff I see on TikTok, I also see budgeting tips as well on TikTok.
Mhm.
And the one that stuck out to me was she wrote down, check your account every day. The last number in your account, like if you have $352 or $57, that two and that seven, put in your savings every day. So it kind of stuck out to me.
I like that.
I would definitely suggest do that. Or what I do always, I have my little coin jar that I'm
Everybody got look, use your coin jar, okay? You don't
yes,
know, like if you're just throwing change in there every day at the end of the
yep,
year, that's Christmas.
uh-huh,
Yeah.
yes. So it's like, even though you do have a savings, make another one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I would suggest that.
Yes. Yes. So on a monthly basis, what is your process look like when you're looking at your money on a monthly basis?
I ain't gonna say it's real big, but
Okay.
I'm starting small,
Yeah.
just small. I try to get all my major bills, first of the month, get your major bills out of the way. Then your next check, when you get it, just a small bill. So then you can put $50 to the side, like little stuff like that.
But starting small is so
Mhm.
so important. I mean, I think a lot of people, when they're on this journey of trying to get to a like a stable place, they think
Mhm.
that you have to start with thousands of dollars saved up. They think that you have to start with the
Yep.
big bucks. And really, it's starting with those small little tips, like taking that
Yeah.
little bit of money and putting it in your savings account. Or even, I know when I started saving, I started with $5 a month or $5 a paycheck. So once I realized, okay, I can do that, I could probably step it up a little bit more. I was able to have a good chunk of change saved in no time, in
One
six.
thing I've done besides, make creating my little savings and these little coin jars, I'm with credit unions. So every year they got little holiday savings.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
I've created that. So they take out $25 per pay period. So it adds up. Just little stuff like that really adds up.
absolutely, absolutely. I just want to thank you so much for your transparency. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. I want to say, I'm very proud of you for getting to this step of just feeling stable and feeling like you can breathe a little bit, and making it through that financial trauma. Because at the end of the day, what you experienced was trauma, and whether it was because of your lack of knowledge or your lack of ability to be able to make those sound decisions that you need, you caught yourself. You caught
Yeah,
yourself.
it's one thing that kind of stuck out that my grandmother had told me. Because I found myself, it was one day, I'm just sitting on her porch and we're just talking. Because I tell her almost anything. So I was telling her, as far as, my rent, even though it ain't extremely high, but it was a time I really couldn't get to where I wanted to be with it.
Yeah.
A full thing a month. So I told her, sometimes I'll sit here and I cried. And I cried like a baby because it's like, I can't afford it this month. So her exact words are, why are you crying about it? Because at the end of the day, you're crying about it. The numbers are not going to change. But you already know something's going to happen. So that's
Wow.
her exact words. And when she had said that very next day, I paid my rent. Yep.
Wow. The wisdom of our grandparents. Listen,
Yep.
they will drop some nuggets on us. Seriously, they will drop that wisdom on us, and it'll make you kind of shake.
Yeah.
Like,
And she tell me that every time I have with a problem financially, she don't cry about it because you already know it's going to get paid. So it's no need to stress about it, worry about it. It's going to get paid.
wow. Oh, you
So
are so awesome. I'm proud. Like I said, I'm so proud of you. Y'all, this is Jacqia. Like, she's 26 years old, in her 20s. She's found financial stability, and she's really using what she can to be able to, establish a healthy financial future for herself. What goals do you have for yourself in the future? Tell me about that.
I still plan to save, and while being on Section 8, I'm still in the process of getting my credit fixed
Mhm.
so I can get a, yeah. So
Okay.
that's another goal. And I mean, I'm
Uh-huh.
ready.
Yes. And I think I'm more than positive that it's going to happen for you. I mean, you have that determination, you've got that willingness. And so I know it's going to happen for you. I'm just waiting for that phone call. Just waiting for that phone call. Yeah.
But it's just if you have that mindset of really trying to change your financial situation, it will happen.
But
It
it first
definitely
starts with what? Your
will
mind
yourself.
and yourself, and
Go ahead.
having knowledge the
Have,
behavior.
have a set goal. Have that mind driven to really save like you want to.
Yes. Oh my gosh, this is so great. Thank you so much, Jacqia. Listen, y'all, if y'all need anything, please feel free to reach out to me, ygmconsultingllc.com. And I'm more than happy to help you to get to your path, get on your path, and start your journey to financial stability and healing from financial trauma. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great day.